thinking about this. You know what I love about our show? It's so fucking deceiving. If I saw this fucking logo behind my head, I'd be like, Dad's on Dayquill. Huh. I wonder if, it's going to be stupid. And then they start it. And they're like, oh, well, that's corny. Like, total dad intro music. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And then, all right, yep, there's a stupid fucking dad joke. Yep, this is exactly what they, yep.
And
Did he just say brave and reverse cowgirl? What kind of fucking dads are these? I love the deception, because then they get 5 minutes in there like, this is not who we thought they were.
Shit.
Dad corner. So I had a very funny story. I got two things. I got one shout out and one funny story. So the shout out, AJ's gonna die here.
Look at his neck. Look how red his fucking neck is. His face is purple.
Are you muted?
Fuck.
Yeah, he was muted.
Please continue. I'm sorry.
All right. So the story first. So the other night I'm on Twitter. It's like 5:30, and you get these fucking trolls that will pump out there and say, looking for podcast, any recommendations?
Yeah.
And anytime and then a lot of us will go on there and we'll recommend 10, 15, 20, maybe only 3, who knows, right? And sometimes these assholes will come back and just to burn you. And so the other night I got a tag and I go in and I see this GIF and it's like a sad GIF and I'm like, what's that about? Scroll up and I see this comment. I'm like, what the fuck's that comment about? Scroll up further. This douchebag asked for fucking podcast recs. And then this Hop Geek News tweeted out like 15 or 16 of us. And and then this guy basically told him to get fucked on Twitter, right? And I immediately had dad mode engaged. God damn it, AJ, what'd you write? Fucking asshole. Stop texting us while we're talking.
Just say it. I thought.
All right.
Why I was dying.
Don't make this harder for me to edit, asshole.
Okay, so back to the story. So I see this thing and I'm like, fuck this asshole. And normally I'd probably just like let it go. Like, I'm not going to get into some beef with some troll that plays Magic at Taco Bell and hasn't seen a vagina since he came out of his mom 23 years ago. And sorry, AJ, I love you though. Anyway, so I said, I went dad mode. I'm like, fuck this guy, right? So I type back. I'm like, what? You don't know how to use Google? Mommy didn't teach you right? And he comes back. I'm going to punch you in the fucking face. And then immediately, you know me, AJ. I'm just going to amp it up just to get under his skin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm so scared. Would you like my address? And the guy comes back. I'm going to join your Facebook group and then report you so I can get you banned. And I sent back a gif of like, ooh, right? Well, all of a sudden, all these other podcasts saw what was going on and immediately flooded into this thread.
Yes.
Within 15 minutes, this guy was banned from Twitter. And the only way he could communicate was through his bio.
Yep.
The very last picture I've seen of his profile is his bio said, I'm never going to argue with 30 podcasts again. Yeah, that was a mistake. It was insane. The GIFs at one point, this podcast pumps in this GIF. Their comment says, boys, we've stormed the castle and won the thread. And he sends this GIF of these like Iranian guys or something dancing in a fucking castle and spinning in a circle like they've conquered the place. And I was just in fucking tears. So for you Twitter trolls out there, you're probably, we're just fucking hot. You're probably not listening to us because we told you fuck Google Podcasts at the beginning. It's probably what you listen on. We don't stand for shit, and we stick up for our family and our podcast family. So you fuck with somebody, you're fucking with the rest of us. Just know that. We're coming for you. We're coming to steal your thread like we stole that douchebag's thread.
Punk ass bitch.
Smell like bitch.